Alright, so now moving on to 3.2, this is solving two-step equations. We are doing the same thing when we solve one-step equations, we're just taking it a step further. So here we have an equation, x over 3 plus 2 equals 7. Like we talked about, you're using the opposite order of operations. So we write down our PEMDAS, and instead of starting with parentheses, we're going to start with adding and subtracting. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at our equation and look at what is being added or subtracted and get rid of it. Remember, our goal is to get x by itself. So we have a 2 that's being added. We want to do the opposite operation or the inverse operation, which is to subtract 2. So we're going to draw our line so we don't get confused. We're going to take 2 and we're going to subtract 2 from both sides. When we do that, our 2's here cancel. We need to bring down what we have left, which is x over 3. And then on our right-hand side, we have 7 minus 2, which gives us 5, and that is equal to each other. So now we've done addition and subtraction. We need to move up to multiplication or division. We have x divided by 3. This is a division sign, so to get rid of it, we need to do the inverse operation, which is to multiply both sides by 3. What you do to one side, you have to do to the other. These will cancel out to 1. We're left with x. 5 times 3 will give us 15. And just like when we did one-step equations, we can still check our answer. We're going to take what we got for x, substitute it in, so we have 15 divided by 3 plus 2. We need to figure out, does that equal 7? 15 divided by 3 gives us 5. And 5 plus 2 does give us 7. So 15 is our solution for x. Another example, we have 3x plus 2x equals 20. Now back in chapter 2 we talked about combining like terms. That's what we're going to do here. We have 3x and 2x's. So with the like terms, remember they have to be the same variable and the same exponent. We have 3 x's and we add 2 more. We have 5x, and it still equals 20. And now we're back to our one-step equations. We have 5 being multiplied by x. So in order to get rid of 5 and have x by itself, we need to divide both sides by 5. When we do that, we have 5 and 5, it cancels out. We're left with x. And 20 divided by 5 gives us 4. Just like every other problem, we could check our work. We substitute in the 4. And we need to make sure that that equals 20. 3 times 4 gives us 12. 2 times 4 gives us 8. And 20 does equal 20. Our last example, we have 5x plus 7 equals 2x plus 10. Our first step here is we need to get all the x's on one side. Now it doesn't matter which side you choose, but I like to make sure that my x's are positive, so I'm going to move my 2x to the left-hand side. And just like with using the opposite order of operations, or backwards order of operations, we need to first add or subtract. The 2x is being added, so we need to subtract from both sides. When we do that, we see that 5x minus 2x gives us 3x. We need to bring down our 7, and all of this equals, this will give us 0, and we bring down our 10. Now we need to get x by itself. So what we need to do is we need to take this 7 and we need to subtract it from both sides since it's being added. What we do to one side, we have to do to the other. We're left with 3x, and this equals 3. Last step, we need to multiply or divide. Our x is being multiplied by 3, so we need to divide. Use the inverse operation. Our 3's will cancel. We're left with x, and 3 divided by 3 will give us 1. And since we always check our work, we can substitute 1 back into our original equation. When we do that, we get 5 plus 7, 2 plus 10, and we see that 12 equals 12, so we got the correct answer.